Hi everyone, my name is Shai Lev, and one of the things I do is healing and doing some energy healing and Reiki and stuff like that. And one of the amazing modalities that I discovered was a style of energy healing that is taught by a student of Osho. Her name is Sugando, and my girlfriend here, Ksenia, she went and did courses in that field, and I experienced not one, not two, but quite many, maybe five or 10 energy readings until today, and it's a totally unusual, totally different experience than receiving healing in other ways. Either through hypnosis or through Reiki or anything like that. It's a totally different experience, and it's an experience I don't completely understand myself, but it's a powerful experience. It's something I really enjoy receiving. After receiving this kind of a healing session, I feel extremely happy, relaxed, centered, and just really loving life. So it's a big gift. It's a big blessing that we have these energy readings that came from students of Osho. And in my attempt to understand this, I'm interviewing Ksenia today, and I'm going to ask her a few questions to be able to get more deeply into what this is. And then in the future, if you are interested, you can contact me directly on Facebook, and I will arrange an energy reading for you so you can experience it yourself as well. So I will start myself, and then I will invite Ksenia to join this conversation. My own experience. My first experience energy reading was when I was invited to be a guinea pig at one of Sugando's evenings where they practiced on me. And it was a really amazing, different experience. I sat down in front of the reader. The reader, in this case, is the person who's, usually they're the healer, but at this point they're considered to be the reader. And they go into meditation, and they close their eyes, I close my eyes, we do a little bit of a centering, a relaxation, and then the reader goes into a deep meditation, and the reader starts basically focusing on their heart chakra and my heart chakra. And what happens is that the heart chakras connect, and suddenly the reader can read my heart chakra. And they start saying things about my heart chakra which sound to me true and feel true. Meaning, when they start saying, I see something, and they describe some kind of an image in the heart chakra, it's not necessarily that I see that image, but when they say it, it's like, this is about me. They're reading me. And this is very exciting. And then the reader is able, in some amazing way, to go down to the first and second and third chakra, and then up to the fifth, to the third eye, and to the crown chakra. And they're really able to read amazing things. Sometimes it's movies, images, scenes. I've had experiences where I know they're talking about me in a previous life, which is mind-boggling, because I'm not somebody who is I don't approach anything neither with skepticism, not with total belief. I just come with an open mind to experience whatever it is. I don't know that there are previous lives, but it felt to me as if they're reading about my previous life. That's my point I'm making. So after my first experience, my reaction was, first of all, it was wow, and then it was like, what the fountain was that? What just happened? I've never had this kind of an experience. So let me invite Ksenia here, and she will tell us a little bit more how she heard about it and why she did it. Why don't you tell us first? Here, come into the frame. Why don't you tell us first how you first heard about energy readings, and why did you exactly choose to do it, and then about the experience with Sugando of doing the course, the training.
It's interesting because it was something I can call it spontaneous.
Okay.
I did some course of chakras with Sugandho. It was a series of groups about each chakra when we do some therapeutical work. And in the end of this course, it was the beginning of the course what we was studying about reading.
Okay, I see. By the way, I want to stop. I also did the chakra courses, Sugandho's basic chakra courses. And in those, here, let me get something else to sit on so we can see each other. So, that's it. All right. Now, better now, right?
So basically, I didn't really know what I'm going to receive when I go to this course of readings. I know what it's about to work with people. I know what it is Sugandho who's going to teach it. And I know what it's something what I don't know. This is what I knew. I didn't knew what I see in the end. It was completely, I didn't expect
It was completely different from a chakra. So
Yeah.
Sugandho has these chakra
Chakra group is a more
groups.
therapeutical work when you do a lot
Right.
of meditation, when you work on yourself, in the different aspects. She used chakra as a point to enter some theme of your life, of your energy, some aspects of your energy, how you act in your life. For instance, the first chakra is more about survival, about sexuality, about how to be grounded, and the heart chakra is more about how we are dealing with other people, how we love,
Right.
how we open ourselves. So it's just different theme, and it's connected to different chakra in our body.
Okay, so let me just explain that to people. Again, the groups that Sugandho teaches, the basic ones, and we both were in this group, so I can tell you from first-hand experience, is and in more than one actually, is that you learn about an energy center in your body in each workshop. So each workshop might be like 3, 4, 5 days. And the focus is on a certain specific chakra or energy center. Let's say it's the first chakra. So you learn about your body and you learn how it functions and the flow of energy in your body, and you do a lot of meditations. And these kinds of this series of courses, it's a separate thing. And then it leads you, and then Ksenia was invited to the chakra reading course, which is basically is complete. It's a little bit of a different thing. It's where one person can read another person's chakras, right? That's
Right.
basically.
Right.
And so you got invited into this course, and you didn't know what to expect. And then what happened?
Then what happened? We just how she teaches. It was like we just sit down and close our eyes, and we was in a prayer, and she told, okay, so just tell him, what do you see, what do you feel? And it was a completely shock. I don't know what to say. I feel do I see something? Do I feel something? Is it true what I see? Is it about different person? And it was some talich.
It was a process.
It was a process to reveal all this ability, what each one of us have, basically, and also the process of trusting what
Okay.
it's real.
So I'm gonna explain. It turns out that if two people sit in front of each other, it's not just that they're seeing each other visually. It looks like it, but if both people close their eyes, they can start feel each other's energy.
Yeah, it was a beautiful explanation what Sugandho give for
Yeah.
this ability. Like, for instance, when you fell in love with somebody,
Right.
you suddenly start to
To
know
feel that person.
to know this person, or the mother, she know what's happened with her child, even if the child not present here, is somewhere
Right.
in some other place. But we all have this ability in our heart, basically, to feel,
To connect.
to connect. To
But
other
it's not.
people,
It's like a telepathic connection. It's not a.
Yes,
right?
you can call it maybe telepathic or whatever, but what is important is not.
It's a natural thing.
Yes, it's not
It's a natural.
supernatural.
It's not supernatural.
Something natural, what we
Yeah.
all have, but we kind of.
Ignore
not-
maybe.
Maybe yes, maybe
We're not aware of
not,
it.
No, we're not aware of
Not
it.
aware of it.
Not enough.
Okay. So to me, it's just as new as it's probably for you hearing this. But maybe you can relate if you remember either falling in love with someone or if you have kids and you feel what's going on with them even when they're not around. And this sometimes happens. And in this process, we learn how to systematically tap into that ability, that natural human ability that we have. And the readers do learn how to do that. And the people receiving the reading, when the first time you receive a reading, it's a shock. It's not a shock. It's a pleasant surprise because suddenly you feel it's a feeling like someone is watching you, but in a very loving way, very compassionate way, very safe way. Right? That's basically.
Yeah, it's the purpose of this session of reading when we want to connect to other person and really to show it how did you say in the loving way, and it's really can be very very healing. Like yes, we want to use this ability what we all have to connect to person and to show him different part of himself inside of himself, and he also can see it through this session and to connect to it, and together we can see maybe different angle or what it's hard for somebody to see. And sometimes it's just about our inner life, what happened in our inside of us, or how we act, how we do decision, how it's about this thing, and sometimes we act in some automatical way, and we don't really understand why. And when we look inside, we can see how exactly it works, what's lead up to this, what we miss, what we need, and it can be more understandable then.
So can you try to read my heart chakra right now on video?
Your heart chakra right now. Your heart chakra right now is kind of exciting, little bit.
Excited.
And she had this green color, and she very warm, and she has some purpose to do. She connected to something what you love to do when you express yourself, and she loved to do it.
Yeah, that really exactly is true, and that actually makes me more aware of my heart chakra, what you did right now, because this first time recording this, I feel like I'm sending a message to the world that people need to connect to, not just, it's like maybe a revolutionary message, you know what I mean? Something that people don't know yet, but they're discovering.
Basically, when I discovered, for me it was really like wow, and the feeling, very strong feeling what I have is just wow. I just wish so much that everyone can also reveal it, and because it's really, for me, when you said revolution, it's really because in our world it's kind of like everyone is separate and everyone don't exactly understand what's going on with other person, and because of it we have a lot of struggling. We all struggling with each other.
We're fighting each other.
We're fighting each other
all the time.
Parents fighting children, friends fighting friends, country fighting country. We all fight each other all the time, and we don't understand why the other side is like this. We just don't understand.
We don't get why the other person is acting the way they do, and the other person sees it completely in their right to act the way they do, and doesn't understand why I'm acting the way I do. And that's crazy, because people should be able to sort of read. That's the idea.
It's true also what we are all very different, but in the same time we have this ability to feel different person, and to get idea what's going on to him, what's going on with him, to understand him. We have this ability, and this opens the door to a lot of compassion, to a lot of understanding, and to stop fighting, basically.
Right. So the reason I'm excited about this, and I just had, downloaded a thought about why I'm excited about this, it's because I would say that this new way of communicating through the heart is the next internet.
I wish so.
Maybe
yeah.
it's also an older internet, but
Yeah,
we're
like-
discovering it right now.
Right, like all the people all the time trying to invent something what can connect us, and it's always something superficial. It's something not natural, and when we have this basic ability, so
Basic.
natural, so basic ability.
So we've had it for thousands of years, but we had to create
we had
telephones.
it all the time, and we have it now. We just need to.
We always
to
had
move
it.
to it.
We have to just discover it. But
discover.
but instead of opening up to it in the last 200 years, we created telephones, and then we created,
Right.
we created
But it's
computers,
also
phones,
beautiful,
which is
also-
great, but
also
which
fun.
allows us to send this message. But it's strange that we're discovering this old new internet right now. But that's let's flow with it and see what happens. I want to invite, if you're watching this, to try an energy reading. Ksenia is now offering energy readings on Facebook, online, on Skype, and also you can come to our beautiful home in Herzliya and experience it in person if you live in Israel. And if you don't, feel free to contact me, and we'll arrange a session with you. And there are other readers as well. It's not just Ksenia. There's an entire network of readers. Her teacher is Sugando, so there are many people who can give you this kind of reading. And my advice to you, if you're skeptical, do it, because you're going to be surprised pleasantly. Do it in order to disprove it, and then we'll see what happens, right?
And also what I want to add, it's very important to start to do meditation, and because it can very support this process of feeling yourself and support like other people when he read you. He basically helping you to connect to yourself.
To connect yourself. So by the way, most people think meditation is this very unpleasant activity of sitting down, closing your eyes, and just being with yourself, which it is. But the cool thing about meditations is that when you do it properly and when you do it with the right guidance, it opens you up to amazing worlds that are spontaneous, that are fun, that you haven't even really knew existed. And an inner world that's extremely rich with all kinds of things, and it actually gives you the ability to connect with others, not just yourself. So it's not a lonely activity; it's actually a together activity that you can connect to others and feel others. And that's one of the things. It's actually a meditation. The energy reading is a meditation. So anyway, thank you, Ksenia, and I want to say a few things, like you saw. This is something I'm extremely excited about because it's new, and to me it's new, and I think it's in many ways it's new to the world, and it's a message I have for you and for everyone watching to connect to this natural I would say heart router that you have in your heart, right here in your heart chakra. And be able to feel other people. And the best way to do this is actually to receive something like this from somebody who is trained in this kind of art or meditation art of energy reading. You can receive an energy reading of your heart. You can receive an energy reading of your other chakras as well, your entire energy field. And you never know what happens ahead of time. It's like it's always a surprise, it's always pleasant, it's always fun. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and I'm going to be doing probably more videos like this and interviewing other readers because I think this is way cool. So thank you for watching, and looking forward to seeing you come to one of those readings.